Hi everybody, how are you? Let me take off my glasses so you can see my eyes. Yeah, I still wear four eyes. I won't get LASIK eye surgery. I was actually scheduled for it once in 2011 and I was asked not to go through with it from my guides and angels. They told me that it is a way for them to laser in any sort of programming and thought processing because the eyes are the key to the soul. I've been laughed at for years, but I'm good with it. So, how is everyone? October 19th, 2019. Optimal day. Why? Because we have Pluto at 20 degrees Capricorn and a sextile to Mercury in Scorpio at 20 degrees. Mercury sitting in a Jupiter zone. That is like optimal rebirth for expansion of your brain. Like, take advantage of it. Jump into the shadows. Seriously. I know that there has been so yesterday was pretty amazing, but that Gemini moon as it moved through was holy shit. Considering I have North Node, Chiron, and Vertex cross in the 8th house in Gemini, and then I'm born with a yod from my Scorpio energy to my Capricorn, directing me to the Gemini. So yesterday starts out as this good day, right? Infusion, communication, go, 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 go. As the day rolled on, it all intensified, and clearly, when there's some sort of breakthrough, you feel resistance because by the end of the night, I was feeling Chiron at 2 degrees opposing my natal moon at 2 degrees Libra, my progressed moon at 20 degrees Capricorn. I felt Pluto on that, and then I could feel the moon moving over all of my Chiron Gemini energy. And so last night I settled out with a bath in Epsom salt and prayer. If that's any indication of what's coming in January when Saturn and Pluto conjunct. Saturn being the regulator and Pluto being the rebirth of purging that the whole world's gonna need. That's gonna be hell. So I would advise you all today to watch the thoughts that you are having, because the thoughts and the shadows that are coming up for you today, if you are not getting to the bottom of them and rebirthing them for the highest alchemy, you're possibly not going to want to be in January's suit. Optimal infusion today. Get out, go be happy, bring in positive thought waves, empower yourself, step in integrity. The shifts that are coming before us are going to need integrity. If you are not in alignment with integrity, it is a pure breach of compromise that you will be exposed to, especially in futuristics to come. 7-foot, 8-foot giants coming before you saying that you need to bend before them. No. You stand empowered as you are, as your own sovereign being. You are your highest self. If any being ever comes before you and tells you that you are to bow for them, you call on your highest power. There is a lot of shifts coming in. I'm very well aware that I'm a 6-2 manifesting generator. I'm stuttering. I wonder if someone's pulling in. I'm a 6-2 manifesting generator. I have Saturn and Pluto in my first house. I know I'm constricted with layers and I'm on a timely fashion because I am to come out when I'm in the older version of myself. So the regulation that they're putting on me now, I'm grateful for. So I'm sending it all out to you guys. I've never felt like prior I have been in an available space where I have permission to share. I have a 12th house moon. So I keep a lot of my inner to myself, and it's now coming to me that I am to be exposing it to others. So videos are going to become more relevant. Videos, literature, different things that, such as the LASIK eye surgery, for instance, things that I have just had a knowing of being an 11th house Virgo. I mean, come on, I have Jupiter and trine to my Mercury and Sun in the 11th house, as my Mercury is within a 12-minute window cosimi of the sun in retrograde. I'm very, 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 very mercurial, yet if I'm not grounded, most people don't even comprehend it. Thank God for the Geminis out there. Speaking of Mercury retrograde, we have one coming up. I'm sure everybody knows. It's not like it's a big old secret. We're going to be going between 28 degrees Scorpio to 11 degrees Scorpio, which 11 degrees Scorpio is my natal Saturn. So if y'all are curious how that's going to affect you or where in your chart, look at your chart. Like, do you have your chart? Do you look to where Scorpio energy is? Because that's going to be the energy that's aligning and shifting for you. Take optimal use. Like, what work you do today, and then as Mercury pulls back, because he's already into shadow, so as he pulls back, because he turns retrograde on Halloween, as he pulls back, we're going to hit this sextile energy one more time. Well, 2 more times as he reverses, and then 1 more as he walks back. But if you're already doing the work now, it's less you have to do then, and then it's a pure empowerment. For January's time frame, you're going to be open for the shift so that you can bring in the optimal use when Jupiter and Saturn come together the following December. I mean, take advantage of all the alignments while you can. It feels good to say hi. Let's see. I have one more note. So there's many people, like I live in Utah. I'm in Emory and Carbon County area. There's many individuals here who are not aware of astrology in a depth level. I'd say about 90% have not very much depth of astrology around here. So the astrology talk that I do, their 90% is saying that I'm basically speaking Chinese. They keep showing up because they love the energy exchange and it makes sense to them, but they want to comprehend it differently. The younger generation seems to have more of a depth of interest in it. So I have been shown I need to go back, 8th house Gemini, and reform my way of teaching so that it can hit at a astrology 101 base and then build platform from there. So that's actually been really healthy for my Neptune Jupiter brain to learn boundaries so that I can have some sort of form and delivery. So I'm looking forward to that. We're going to be doing in-town classes where you can show up and do, we're just going to start out at a base level, because see, when I reach outwards, then I'm told that the astrology's kindergarten for outside sources. So it's almost been like, what's too much and what's not enough. So we're just going to start back, teach kindergarten, take it all the way up, and then I'll already have them videos on documentation. Anybody can look at those if ever they have a question, even though the whole internet's full of them. Some people like me, so thank you. I like you too. Feels good stopping in to say hi. Be sure to make optimal use of today. It's badass. I mean, we do have the moon in Cancer. That's bringing us intuition and comfort of our emotional body. We have Neptune in Pisces, that's its home. We have Mercury and Venus in Scorpio, which, speaking of that, okay, so speaking of all the scorpionic energy, October 8th, Venus, 11:06 a.m., moves into the Scorpio, which is 0 degrees. My natal Pluto, by the way. I get a phone call by 12:16. My daughter was in an accident. Epic for astrology. Thankfully she's okay, she's recovering. So of course now I'm gonna be like, oh my god, you can't make this shit up, considering she is a Gemini, but she has Taurus 8th house with Venus and Mercury. So as soon as Mercury was already in Scorpio, as soon as Venus clicked in, 1 hour later, she got in a car wreck. Clearly she needed that type of rebirthing. So I've been going through this past 4 days with her psychology to make sure that, she breaks through into the positive aspects of it and takes the higher note, because that's what we're to do in this. Do not stay at the bottom pit. You do not want to be the victim. You do not want to stay in the shadows. You want to go to the shadows to illuminate light. As a light worker, you do not stay all light. You have to dive into the dark to alchemize it and bring it light, to infiltrate, to rise. You want to rise to the phoenix, not the bottom pit. Anyhow, loving life, appreciate you. everyone that comes through the shop. You're all amazing. Thank you for all the support. So much more to come. They're just barely blowing me open. Having that Scorpio on my ascendant, that Pluto power, I feel how he is working with me. And him and Saturn, we'll see what's to come. But I'll tell you what, stay strong. Show up in the spaces that you probably don't want to. That's the work you need to do the most. Have a good day, everybody.